Whether you know it or not, Georgia is becoming a gin destination. We have 5 very interesting selections here to go through and get an idea, so let's get cracking. Welcome back to Drinking with Craig and Roger. I'm Craig.
I'm Roger.
We wanted to kind of look at some gins from all over the state, a lot from Atlanta, but other parts of the state of Georgia, where we are from. It all started with this one that you brought back, and I said, I've got an interesting one here. And then I was like, if we're gonna do that, we could do a whole video, and I wanna pick up a Murrell's Row, because that stuff's awesome. And then we went to the store and we found 2 others that looked interesting, so here we go. We have 5 gins from Georgia.
Yes, and they will probably fit into some of the categories that we mentioned in our previous video about gin and the styles that are available.
No doubt.
Anyway, so.
Yeah, I left these unopened because I wanted to see you struggle to open them. So I'll start with this one. So this, I have a feeling, is going to be the most traditional straight version of the lot that we're having, perhaps. This is 13th Colony down in South Georgia, who's becoming quite well known in the bourbon and rye circles. You know, they made a big wave a couple years ago, thank you, with their, that's good, that's plenty, with their double oaked bourbon, and now their stuff is highly sought after and very expensive and also controversial. However, the gin is not any of those.
Well, you may know this, maybe not, but any distillery that opens can't really sell whiskey until it's been aged for 2 to 4 years or something like that or more. And they can sell vodka, gin, and maybe some other kinds of little spirits that are unaged. You know, and so they will do that. Very often they will buy barrels of whiskey for some other distillery and, you know, bottle that under their own name or whatever. But anyway. Anyway, so here we are from 13th Colony.
This is their gin. It is 41.2% alcohol, or compute 82.4 proof. So juniper berries, essence of citrus. You thought this may be the most similar to a London dry gin.
Yes, and remember, it's not gin if you can't smell or taste juniper berries in it. It's something else.
Oh, okay, if you say so.
Right, okay.
I personally don't really like juniper berries. I'm not the biggest fan of gin, although I'm coming around on some others, as we'll see.
Very nice and a little bit salty, unbelievable.
Actually, that's pretty good. I smelled it and I thought I was not gonna like it because I don't like London dry gin. And this is pretty good. Citrus. Has a little bit of like a vodka-ish flavor to it, just a little undertone. But very citrusy, very lemony. And
of course, juniper.
It's got that in there, but not to an overwhelming degree. This is, well, and this was the cheapest of any of them. I think this was $13 for this bottle.
$12.50.
$12.50. And it's the most reasonably packaged with a plastic top.
Not so dry. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, it does. I mean, this smells like a quintessential gin. But it's pretty nice. I think the guy at the store said he had this when they first opened, and that was like 12 or maybe even 15 years ago, and hadn't had it since. But I doubt it's that much different. Maybe they've refined a little bit, but pretty good choice here for a local gin. I definitely like this better than a handful of other, you know, imported gins that I've had that just rub me the wrong way.
You mean like Beefeater?
Like Beefeater. Exactly like Beefeater.
Which is a typical London dry gin.
Not my style, but this is pretty good. This is actually fairly similar to a Japanese gin that I had. So, and it has almost a little hint of cedar wood in there. So yeah, there's some good notes. This would really mix well in a lot of your gin-based stuff. Because a lot of people aren't drinking this stuff straight.
No.
But we're going to get right to the point here and let you know what they come up with.
Well, if you drink it straight, you know what's in it. If you start mixing it, there's all sorts of other stuff that maybe is very nice, but it disguises the actual taste of the whiskey.
It's pretty good.
Whatever.
This is pretty good. I'm surprised this is pretty good. A little bit of cinnamon just now. Nice job. Nice job.
All right.
So, moving on to the next. All right. Oh, boy. Got the knife. Keep it away from me. Old Fourth Distilling, which started in the Old Fourth Ward here in Atlanta. And then I know that they moved the distillery out a little further out into Norcross, I believe, and then sold it to the group of people known as Short Barrel, who previously did single barrel picks of bourbon and things like that, and they've been doing a lot of interesting things. This is in their old style bottling, so this may not represent the newest, bottling style. It's very fancy. Let's give it a try. It's also stronger. This is 47%.
Well, craft breweries and distilleries often pick a nice central location in the middle of town, and if they are able to expand and produce more, they need a bigger space, and it's very expensive to expand in town, so they move out to a less expensive place.
Yes. There we go.
Cheers.
Very similar nose.
Yeah.
Less citrus. A little more vanilla. And it's a good bit step up in price. This one was about $30 for us, I think, right?
Yeah, about that.
Much smoother, despite the stronger alcohol. Deeper vanilla type flavor. Wow. This is a good one. This is a good one. This is like a whiskey lover's gin, I feel like, Almost tastes like new make whiskey to me. What do you think? Where are you at with this?
Yeah, it's sweet. Which is, against the idea of dry gin. It's sweet, which is more like a Geneva gin.
Yes, which I liked in our tasting. I liked the Geneva gin.
But the Geneva gin is usually a little more golden in its hue than the dried London one.
Oh. Yeah. Well, this does have I don't know if it's the bottle or not. It's probably the glass has a little green on it. It's pretty nice. It does have a hint of that citrus, the lemon.
Yeah, the juniper is not overpowering. There's too many other things in there. And the finish is sort of a sweetie.
I almost got a little cinnamon.
Yeah, well, maybe a little vegetable-y type thing there.
Could be. It's way lower on the botanicals. Way lower on the botanicals. Much less bright. Way more on that vanilla, savory sweetness, I think. I like it. I think it's a good one.
All right. We're very good here.
Yeah, I mean, there's not that much else to say about it. This would definitely go well in a variety of drinks. It's not going to pop and stand out as like gin, like some of them,
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, it's very nice, and drinking it's neat. Would be great. All right, moving onward. Now we have. Come on.
Yes. Jeez. Struggle. I told him I wanted to see him struggle. I wouldn't let him pre-open them. I miss the days of seeing him struggle so hard to open things on camera. So here we go.
It's one of these easy to open tops,
Oh yeah, very easy.
Sort of why a lot of folks are unhappy with, medicine in containers that have a child-proof top, because they're also adult-proof and old age. Anyway, that's what it is. Okay, I got it off. There we are.
Well done.
All right. Now, here we have, and Roberts. Roberts.
You got this, so you have to talk about it.
Yeah, it's Robert barrel-aged gin.
Yes.
And it's aged in bourbon barrels.
You pull.
Well, you have to make it move. You know, there's this initial resistance that you have to overcome.
There we go. Now, this is a small bottle. Did you pick this up there at the plate? That's plenty. Why are you giving me king-size pours of gin?
Because I think you'll like it.
Okay.
Anyway.
Move that knife. It's making me very nervous. Your skin, it's getting so thin, it could just go right through it like, paper mache.
Anyway, this is at Oak House Distillery, which is in Athens. It's the first distillery in Athens in more than 100 years.
Oh.
And they mostly do gin and other, light beverages.
Mm-hmm.
It's been in operation for about 5 years.
Pretty label. Love the design, the graphic design, and it has a spot glass gold, which I'm partial to. And it's the strongest we've had so far. 58% alcohol, 116 proof for the old timers.
Yeah. And it's been aged in, bourbon.
God, way stronger. Sorry, I just comprehended how much stronger this is. Boy, I should have put this at the end. Woof. All right.
No.
This is like still
it's
strength.
in Athens, where I live. It's in the center of the world. So it should be in the center of,
my God. Oh, my God. Yeah, so this is like still strength gin. Whoa, all right, here we go. They're coming at us. They're coming out swinging. And that is quite a nose.
Oh, wow. You like that?
That is like a wooden cedar box filled with spices and seasonings.
It's very, very nice. Oh, wow. It tastes peppery, doesn't it?
I cannot believe it's that strong.
Peppery and salty.
Big time pepper. Big time pepper. Salt and pepper for sure. Cinnamon, maybe some clove. Yeah, baking spices, salt, pepper. It's way too easy to drink for its high proof. Wow, they did a nice job there. Did they give an indication how long it's aged?
No.
Okay, well, enough to give it that kind of color, like it has a decent amount of color to it.
Yeah.
So, I'd say at least a year.
They
6
say
months a year.
that this is, a gin for bourbon lovers.
I could see that.
Because it has a lot of the same characteristics as bourbon. Of course, it doesn't have quite as heavy a body, even at 118 proof.
Yeah.
But because it was distilled to a much higher, proof.
Yeah.
When they did it, but nonetheless, it's picked up some characteristics from the mash and also from the barrels.
Yeah. I'm getting now. It's kind of smelling like an old oatmeal raisin cookie. Like kind of a dusty attic oatmeal raisin cookie.
Which you like to eat because it's a stolen treat.
I'm like the mouse or the rat stealing the oatmeal cookie in the attic.
Yeah. Anyway, you like it though.
It's good. Yeah, impressive. Very cedary, very woody. Yeah, I dig it. I think they did a good job. I just can't believe how strong it is. This could get you in trouble. Wow.
Or get you out of a lot of trouble when you fall asleep. Not at the wheel, though.
I guess. Yeah, please, for the love of God. So this one, I think, is more similar to this one, which we're about to get to, which is very interesting, than any of the others.
And this was not cheap. I forget what it cost. It's like what, $35 or something
for a half bottle.
For a half bottle, yeah.
That's up there.
It's up there.
That's up there for a gin.
Well, that's one of the things in general that craft distilleries count on.
That is nice.
Is that you being willing to pay, a lot of money for something that's, young and whatever, because it's different.
It's different. It's handmade. It costs them a lot more to produce, because they're not doing it on a large scale. All those things. Yes, you're getting something special, and that's what this is, no doubt. Good job. Interesting. Would love to go pay them a visit and see what else they're doing.
And you would like it very much because it's in an old house.
Oh yeah.
They haven't knocked out a lot of walls, so they have a lot of smaller rooms. Nothing huge, and they do have like most places do, they do have entertainment, live music for you. And it was a nice experience to go there. Mm-hmm. So anyway, so it just, in addition to those of you that want to go to Athens as a beer destination, it's also a gin destination if you want to show up there after you had a lot of beer at Creature Comforts or Normal Town or
any of the number. We did
Terrapin
a whole
or whatever.
video about it. All impressive.
Oh yes, it's a great place to be and whatever. And if you want to retire there, it's a great place to retire to as well.
Yeah.
So that's it. Okay.
Okay. So moving on, we are gonna go to Murrell's Row JamJam Gin, which is a seasonal that they do, but Murrell's Row kind of came on the scene with a bam a couple years ago. So they, as far as I know, they only make gin, and they are owned by some of the people, as far as I know, that own the Brickstore Pub, one of the 2 best beer bars in the entire state, and some of the other top restaurants. There are some very good culinary minds behind this distillery, and they're doing what we saw in the store, at least 6 different versions, like 6 different iterations of gin.
Well,
all gin.
When you do a gin, okay, the different variations depends on what you want to put in there in addition to the basic one. So you start out with a basic gin, and you can do this. And so many of the small distilleries will do many different variations.
I see.
Yeah, and then and you will anyway.
This one. So this is seasonal. So the reason they call it JamJam is because, let me find the writing in here so I get it right.
Oh,
well,
wow.
I can't see it on the bottle. This is 90 proof, by the way, 45%
there
alcohol.
It is.
But
You
they're
missed it.
using
Right there.
locally grown Georgia strawberries. And so they say the flavor profile is Georgia strawberries, juniper, thyme, and lemon verbena. So let's give it a try. It smells like strawberry jam. It smells
It
delicious.
does not smell like gin in the slightest.
No, I mean, just a hint.
Whoa,
Just a
strawberries
hint
are
in
right
back.
there on the top of it.
Yeah, let's give it a whirl. Oh, that's good. There's some gin presence there.
Yeah, the strawberries have in the taste, the main body of it, they're diminished over the nose.
This is the
And
cleanest.
you can smell, and you can taste the juniper. I think it's
there.
above in the taste profile, above the strawberries. But it's
some citrus and juniper, and the strawberries are in like kind of the heart of the flavor, the main palate. And this is the cleanest tasting of any of them. Like the least astringent, no hints of vodka, that kind of, like the presence of alcohol is the lowest on this than on any of the ones we've tried so far. And it's certainly the lowest on the botanicals and the juniper.
This is gin with a small g.
With a small g.
There's too much other stuff which is really important in it to think it qualifies as like anything close to a London dry gin or even a Geneva gin.
But they're in there. They are in there. As I took this sip, I got even some of a light amount of the cedar, the citrus, the other baking spice type notes. They are in there. I feel like the strawberry doesn't present itself.
It's not very much in there.
But
it's not
if
there.
anything, it just kind of mellows out and
Sweetens.
sweetens. Yeah,
It's pretty
sweetens,
sweet,
mellows out. It balances the drink, by itself. And I know that there's a lot of places that make cocktails with this, and it definitely lends itself to cocktails. They all do, of course.
Any one of these would be great in a cocktail.
But you could do some things with this that you might not do with the other 3. Like with a normal gin. This is a little
You mean like
different.
stand on your head?
I mean, I guess you could. Do you want to try it? Our viewers might like to see it. No, I don't want to take you to the hospital.
No.
Okay, never mind.
Anyway.
It's really good though.
It's good stuff. Anyway. All right.
Well done. They make some killer stuff. Definitely something to look out for. I don't know if you can get it outside of the Atlanta, Georgia area, but it's worth seeking out if you're a fan of gin. They're getting popular quick.
Yeah.
For good reason. So,
all right.
Yes.
Moving on to the last one.
The last one.
Queen Hun Gin.
I'm calling it Queen Huh. Queen Huh. So this is from Minhwa Spirits out in Doraville, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta. The very, whoa. You got too much strawberry in there. You're going to be like, it still tastes like strawberries. There we go. Although this is very potent and powerful by itself.
It's pretty potent. There.
So this distillery at this time, as of the end of 2025, only makes, it's Korean based. So they do soju, and then they have this gin, which is in collaboration with the Chai Box Botanicals, which is a tea company. So they're using like chai tea spices in their gin. It's bottled at 45% alcohol or 90 proof.
Tea is not generally thought of to be botanicals because it's...
Chai tea is completely different.
Well, it has other stuff in it besides aged and fermented tea
Yes,
leaves.
much other things. So, yeah, blending unique flavors of Indian chai with the refined taste of Korean soju. But they do call this a gin. They also just started making a beer. They started making a lager, which was pretty tasty. So anyway, you can go there and get this. It's pretty cheap. It's like 20, 30 bucks maybe, I think is about what this is.
Well, it reminds me a lot of the first one because it's pretty sweet. It's tasty. It has a kind of salty taste to it. And the botanicals are not overwhelming anything there. There's a juniper base to it, but it doesn't slap you in the face. It's not that hard.
Do you not get the profound cedar, cinnamon, clove, maybe even curry? Like all these chai seasonings are in here. This is but actually it's a lot of flavors that I found in this Roberts.
In the meantime,
yeah.
Here I am in like 5 minutes sampling this, and it's very nice, very sweet. It's not brash. It doesn't taste young.
No.
Which
I think it's really
probably
good.
means that they got rid of all the, ugly things that are in the distillate by distilling it to a higher proof.
Okay.
Maybe today I'm just being salty, but
You're
I
being
taste
salty.
some salty.
You are being salty.
Something you could equate to an agave taste into it, tequila, the salt part of it. You could do that.
You're in this vegetal salty thing. I don't know what happened to your palate. That's okay. It's there. But I can tell you, I've had this a number of times.
It's probably
quite
because
good.
we had Mexican for lunch.
I think it is. I think it
anyway.
is. But yeah, I've had this a number of times. This is really good, really interesting. They're doing really interesting stuff. So all quite good and interesting. All better than what I used to think gin was.
Gin encompasses a whole bunch of things. Just like when you say whiskey. What the hell is whiskey? It encompasses everything from single malt scotch to bourbon to any sort of mixed stuff and
Nasty
whatever else.
grain alcohol.
Even grain stuff, which has been bottled at 20 or 30 years, and anyway.
Oh well, yes.
So
there's
yeah.
that.
Anyway, there we are.
Okay.
So the thing is, this is good stuff.
Yep.
Georgia's producing good stuff. If you live in Georgia, get some if you can.
Yep.
If not, look for it.
Yep.
And if not, I'll bet your state or country, has something not too dissimilar.
Yep.
Because the number of distilleries has risen dramatically over the last 20 years.
Yep.
So there's probably something local. So think about things that are close to home, and you won't be disappointed.
Yep.
So,
And if you like what we're doing, please like and subscribe is the best way to help the channel. Let us know if you have any thoughts on these or any other gins. And until next time.
No, and if you like what my son says, then like and subscribe.
Then throw us a tip. Throw me a tip. I don't know. A digital tip. Okay,
Or
anyways.
send us a bottle of gin.
I'd prefer a bottle of whiskey, but that's okay. Here we go. Until next time, cheers.